Chances are, if you're visiting Tokyo, you'll spend a significant amount of time in Shibuya. This famous Tokyo district is busy and colorful, with an endless array of shops, restaurants, and clubs. And of course, it boasts the busiest intersection in the world, Shibuya Crossing. Shibuya's icon is the infamous Hachiko dog statue located next to the train station exit of the same name. This is the most famous meetup area in all of Japan, and it's where I'm meeting our guide today, Adam Walsh. Adam's a journalist who lived in Tokyo for the past 3 years. He'll be showing us a side of Shibuya that most tourists never see. Once you move past the tourist traps, the lights begin to dim, and the crowds thin out, and you find a side of Shibuya that's often overlooked.
We're just coming to that tail end of the busyness and the brighter lights, and like the restaurants start to change, and it feels less touristy. It's still Shibuya, but it's just quieter, and for me it's more enjoyable now because I'm not after this. Sometimes I'd like to come and check it out, sure, but then this is for me a little bit better because it's a change of pace. I was down in Yokohama with my wife one time, and there was a whole display out just for like buying plastic food. And people there were talking about like, oh yes, no, this is a very Japan thing, and we were very proud of it. I'm like, got it, no, I know, I've talked to friends. They're proud because
it looks so real.
It looks like it's real, and if you don't know any better, you can easily think it is real, but it's all plastic. Like the whole thing is plastic. In the beginning, it didn't do it for me. I thought, maybe it looked a little tacky or whatever, but the longer I've been here, I'm kind of like, that's a pretty good food display you got in your window there. What do we got going on?
Yeah.
And like, who the heck makes this stuff? Like, how do you wake up one day, it's like, I'm going to be an artist, not like a Subway sandwich artist, but I'm actually going to design plastic food for shop displays and do a darn good job at it.
All these little places, there are so many restaurants in a small area, right?
It's insane.
It's so insane. But then you realize when you walk into them, they seat 10, 15 people max, maybe. I mean, I'm intimidated by some of these places.
Me too. And when I first got here, yeah, of course, I was really intimidated. But people in Tokyo, across Japan, 99% of the time are going to be fairly friendly.
Yeah.
And if you go in and fine, you might have to point at the menu or whatever else, learn a couple of the basics, right? So like, namo onegaishimasu, like as in, I'd like a draft beer, please, that kind of stuff. They'll help you out. They'll try to get you, and you can point or whatever. Like it's just through even just pointing and a little bit of like the hand sign language and that kind of a thing.
And a smile.
And a smile.
Go a long way.
Yeah, you'll get to where you're going.
Yeah.
You'll be able to figure stuff out.
So again, what I love about some parts of Japan, like all of Japan really, is like you walk into a convenience store, grab a drink with their like 100, 200 yen, and kind of walk the streets and enjoy yourself.
And I really like the chicken in these places.
They are so good.
I don't know how good it is for you. I don't care. The breaded chicken breast, it's like a beautiful grease sponge of amazingness.
But why is the chicken in the convenience store so good?
I think it's better than KFC back home.
This is kind of one of my favorite things too.
Yeah.
So it's like a cocktail in a can, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, but every season they seem to have different flavors. So like you have your typical lemon, grapefruit, those kind of things. It looks like orange and peach. It's 3%. It's my choice.
I feel like going drinking in the woods behind my middle school. I'm not gonna lie. That's what.
Middle school.
Cheers. I mean, high school. I didn't start drinking in middle school. Who would do that?
Oh my goodness.
This is very highball-y.
This tastes like a child's juice. That's like dangerous.
Yeah. Luckily, we're only in middle school. Tabella. An amazing happy hour place. So lunch till 4. At 4, it's $3 beers, 300 yen beers, 300 yen wine. There's also, they play movies in around the back there for art house movies. It is a great little spot.
And it's actually accommodating.
Yeah, no, it's just such a nice little part of Tokyo that you don't see, people don't come here to go there because it might not be on every tourist list or whatever, but it's just, it is part of Tokyo. It is nice.
See, that's what I like, is finding those little small happy hour places that maybe, you're right, they're not on the Yelp list, they're not on every tourist list, but you found a place that is good food, great price drinks. I mean, let's be honest, drinks are drinks for the most part. I mean, they don't, you can't really go wrong with drinks here, you know?
2 Fridays ago, I had 8 beers there. Just for happy hour.
In middle school.
Right in middle school. Mom called, wanted me to do my homework. That was great. This place has got a good